We're asked to prove the inequality that the 44th root of tangent 1 degree times tangent 2 degree, tangent times tangent 44 degree is less than or equal to square root of 2 minus 1, which is less than or equal to the arithmetic mean of tangent 1 degree plus all the way up to tangent 44 degree. And so first, let me just make the following claim. The tangent of half of alpha plus beta is less than or equal to half of tangent alpha plus tangent beta, and which is bigger than or equal to the square root of tangent alpha times tangent beta. And of course, we restrict alpha and beta within the open interval 0 pi over 4. Okay. Let's first start with the right hand side. So tangent alpha plus tangent beta over 2 is of course equal to 2 times cosine alpha sine alpha plus 2 times cosine beta and sine beta on the top. And that is equal to the common denominator. That is twice of cosine alpha cosine beta. Okay? Then we can say, okay, sine alpha times cosine beta plus cosine alpha times sine beta. Angle sum. Sine alpha plus beta. Right? Okay, so the bottom we use sum to product. I turn this sum into product. Sorry, I turn product into sum. So that is equal to sine alpha plus beta. Right? Then we can say that is cosine alpha minus beta. Right? Is it plus or minus? I think it's plus. Cosine alpha plus beta. Right, first of all, we have cosine alpha cosine beta plus sine alpha sine beta. Here we have cosine alpha cosine beta minus sine alpha sine beta. So the sine alpha sine beta cancel out. We have twice of cosine alpha cosine beta. Right? So this is what we have here. And this time I'm getting very close to tangent half of alpha plus beta. Right? Maybe I can just replace cosine alpha minus beta with 1. So that the denominator will become bigger. Right? The whole thing will become smaller. So bigger than equal to 1 plus cosine alpha plus beta sine alpha plus beta. Right? So sine alpha plus beta, we can use double angle formula. Twice of sine half of alpha plus beta cosine half of alpha plus beta. The bottom we have again double angle formula. Cosine equal twice of cosine square half of alpha plus beta, then minus 1. Right? So that the minus 1 just cancels out. And 2 just cancels out. And cosine square half of alpha plus beta, cosine half of alpha plus beta, so they can just simplify it down to just one of them. Right? So again, sine half of angle over cosine half the angle equal to tangent half angle. Right? Tangent half of the angle sum. Right? So what do we have? Tangent. Yes. So like I showed, half of tangent alpha plus tangent beta is bigger than or equal to tangent half of alpha plus beta, right? This is what we have. So I'm done with the right-hand side. So the left-hand side, I'm going to start with the left-hand side, right? So I'm going to first, without the square root, tangent alpha times tangent beta. That is equal to cosine alpha sine alpha times cosine beta sine beta. Again, we have times. We have turn this product into sum, right? So that must be cosine alpha minus beta. Is it plus or minus? I think it's minus, I think. And cosine alpha plus beta. Right? So cosine alpha, cosine beta plus sine alpha, sine beta. Cosine alpha plus, so cosine alpha, cosine beta cancel out. This minus minus plus sine alpha, sine beta. So we're fine. Just multiply by half. Because we have twice of them. Again, on the bottom, we have also times half, times cosine of alpha minus beta. Then I think it's plus cosine alpha plus beta, right? Like I said, the same reason. Cosine alpha, cosine beta, cosine alpha, cosine beta. Twice of them, right? Sine alpha, sine beta, sine alpha, sine, here's a minus, so plus minus. Sine alpha, sine beta, gone. So half, half. Cancelled out. So if I just, on the top, if I just plus, because I want to make the top appear the same thing as the denominator, right? If I just plus cosine alpha plus beta, minus the same thing. So I can just split them up. Right? I can have 1 plus a fraction, right? Some fraction. So that is, like I said, 1. Like I said, I'm going to plus this on the top and minus the same thing, right? So here I have minus this thing, so I have minus twice of cosine of this thing, right? So minus twice of cosine alpha plus beta and cosine alpha minus beta plus cosine alpha plus beta, right? So this is what I have. So again, so that if I replace cosine with 1 and everything is positive, right? Over this domain, right? Everything is positive, so then the fraction will become bigger if I, so sorry, the denominator becomes bigger, fraction becomes smaller, but it's a minus, right? So bigger, smaller, bigger, right? Still bigger, right? So that is less than or equal to 1 minus, yeah, so becomes 1 plus cosine alpha plus beta. Still twice of cosine alpha plus beta. Right? That is equal to 1 plus cosine alpha plus beta. And then 1 plus, so 1 plus cosine minus, so minus cosine alpha plus beta. Right? Then double angle formula. So that is equal to 1 minus, I'm going to use 1 minus twice of sine square half angle. Right? So 1 plus twice of cosine square half angle minus 1, right? So that the 1 and minus 1, they can just cancel out, right? And minus minus, this becomes plus, right? 1 and minus 1 cancels out. I have twice of that, right? So plus 2, right? 2 and 2 cancels out. Sine, cosine, tangent, square, half angle, right? So in the end, what do I have? So I started off from tangent alpha, tangent beta. That is less than or equal to tangent square, half angle, right? If I square both sides, everything is positive, right? Everything is positive. So I have square tangent alpha, tangent beta. Square root less than or equal to square root of that. That is the tangent half angle. Now I've proven my claim, our lemma. Now I'm going to set, let's say, is every degree in this domain? Yes, I think 44 degrees. Yes, every degree. So I'm going to set alpha 1 equal to 1 degree and beta 1 equal to 44 degree. Right? Alpha 2 equal to 2 degree and beta 2 equal to 43. So in general, the sum of those degrees is 45 degrees, right? Pi over 4. So on and so forth. Until I'm going to go all the way up until alpha sub 44, which means that should be equal to 44 degrees. And beta sub 44 equal to 1 degree, right? So I have 1 pair, 2 pair, I have 44 pairs, right? If I add them all up, right, which means I have 44 inequalities, right? Because every time I just insert alpha j, beta j into here, right? J goes from 1 to 44. I got 44 of them. So if I add them up, I actually have tangent alpha. So first of all, let me just work out in general, tangent half of alpha j plus beta j, that is equal to tangent half of 45 degree, right? That is equal to tangent pi over 8, right? Maybe let's call it A. So double angle formula, tangent pi over 4 equal to twice of this guy, right? 2a over 1 minus a square, right? Double angle formula. And tangent, so tangent for pi over 4 is equal to 1, right? So I have 2a is equal to 1 minus a square, right? Which means I have a squared plus 2a minus 1 equal to 0. Right? So which means, so I require a to be bigger than 0, right? I'm going to rule out the negative root. So in that case, a is equal to half of minus 2 plus minus square root of 2 squared plus 4, that is 8. Right? So in other words, a is equal to minus 1 plus minus square root of 2. In which case, I'm going to roll out the negative root. So I'm only left with square root of 2 minus 1, right? Positive root, that's what I need. So here's my answer. So tangent any alpha j, beta j, tangent half of alpha j plus beta j is always equal to this number, right? Like I said, I got 44 of them. So add them all together. I actually have 44 times square root of 2 minus 1 is less than or equal to right hand side half of Right, that's my common denominator. I have tangent 1 degree plus tangent 44 degree. Then I have tangent 2 degree plus tangent 43 degree. Tangent all the way tangent 44 degree plus. So in which case, how many tangent 1 degree do I have? I think I have twice of them, right? Twice of them. So I have twice of tangent 2 degree, right, according to this pattern. So overall, I have all the way twice of tangent 44 degree. Right? So 2 just factor out. Right? So no more 2's. No more 2. And that is, so that is bigger than or equal to the left-hand side. Right? Left-hand side is what? Tangent, just write it down. Square root of tangent 1 degree, tangent 44 degree, plus square root of tangent 2 degree, tangent 43 degree, all the way up to tangent 44 degree, tangent 1 degree. Okay. Then of course this is just the if I divide 44 over, right, to this side and divide 44 over to that side, right, I have this. Right, 44 under tangent 1 degree plus all the way up to tangent 44 degree. Left hand side, I have 44 under the. Right, that is the arithmetic sum, arithmetic mean. I have how many elements up here? 1, 2, 3. I have 44 elements. Exactly the arithmetic mean. So the left hand side at the same time is bigger than or equal to. Let me just write bigger than or equal to the geometric mean, the 44th degree, 44th root of the product. Right, this times that. Let me see. How about how many tangent 1 degree do I have in the end in this product? I think I have twice of tangent 1 degree multiplied together, right? So tangent 1 degree, square root. So in the end, I just have tangent 1 degree. Likewise, I have tangent 2 degree. Right, all the way up to tangent 44 degree. Right, so the outside root is the 44th root. Inside, there's no more square roots, right? Because, like I said, each degree I have the tangent degree square, then take the square root, no more, right? Cancel out. So this is what I have. So in the end, square root of 2 minus 1 is bigger than equal to this thing. This thing is bigger than or equal. So this middle is bigger than or equal to the 44th root of the product of all the tangents, right? So right hand side less than or equal to the arithmetic mean.